Hello Aries, welcome to my channel. This is Victoria at Radiant Moon Tarot. We're here doing your weekly reading for December 27th through January 2nd, 2022. If you're new to my channel, please, hello and welcome to you. If you're returning, welcome back as always. I'm truly grateful for each and every one of you. And especially those of you who have been loyal to my channel throughout the entire year. Looking forward to a wonderful 2022 with all of you. So just a reminder, these are general readings. Not everything will resonate. Take what does, leave the rest behind. And if you do enjoy this reading, please don't forget to hit that like button there and also subscribe to my channel. So let's have a look and see what we've got for you guys. Of course, we do have New Year's coming up towards the end of the week here, and a lot of people are looking to make some change, maybe set some intentions for the new year, those New Year's resolutions. All right, some of you are doing a little bit of reflection, okay, from the year or a couple of years that we've just been through, and maybe you're looking to make some big changes, okay, for the year ahead. And I can't help but notice here, Aries, that we do have two cards that have come out one after the other. We've got card number 46 or 45 and 46. So there is certainly a completion of something here. There's a finality to something. Okay, the sad embrace card here shows you that there may be something that you deal with in the week ahead that is not necessarily, maybe not what you wanted, maybe not what you were hoping for, maybe not what you longed for. Okay, it could be a minor disappointment. All right, it could be a big one. Okay, it could be something that's instigated by you. Maybe you let something go. Okay, or maybe you know, there is something that you just need to deal with. The sad embrace can also just be the general energy that's around some of you. And you know, we are almost 2 years into a pandemic, and depending on where you are in the world, there was this light at the end of the tunnel, and now depending on where you are now, it's like, oh my god, I feel like I've taken 20 steps backwards. Okay, so there may be some restrictions that are imposed. Maybe you have you know, something going on where there's plans that get canceled or restrictions put in place or whatever it happens to be, something that, you know, kind of leaves you a little bit down in the dumps. It could for some of you just be that you know, that it's just this kind of general feeling, a little bit of melancholy that's coming in. Okay, especially if you're looking back on the last couple of years and just like, if this has not been easy, this has not been a fun time, right? I'm looking for a good time, and you know, it's just not quite happening here. But the sad embrace shows that, you know, there may be something that you need to let go, some energy. Maybe there's something that you're processing from, something that you are healing from, okay? And there is a light at the end of the tunnel. There's a brighter future, but first you need to process where you're currently at, all right? We also have the coming apart, okay? I mean, there's really no way to sugarcoat this, all right? For some of you, there is something that the situation, a relationship, something in your life where it's time to part ways. It's run its course. Not everything in our lives are meant to last forever. Our relationships, our friendships, our family ships, okay? And we are all individual people, even a soulmate, right? Even people who are like, oh, this person is my soulmate, but not all soulmates are meant to be with us forever. They're here for a reason. Okay, and sometimes things just run their course. So the coming apart energy is certainly a separation of something, choosing a different path, choosing a different direction. But the great news is that separation leads to good fortune. Okay, because for sometimes we get stuck in a situation where we know there's no more room for growth. We know it's not necessarily, you know, what we want for our future. Some of you have evolved a lot over the last year, and now you're just coming to this point in your life where you're just like, I got to do something a little bit different. Maybe I got to do something for me. Okay, it could be this sense of, you know, it could be this sense of stepping into your own personal power, right? And, you know, maybe you've been in those situations where, you know, you've kind of lived your best life maybe for somebody else, okay? And now you're like, I need to live my life for me, and that might involve making some difficult decisions there. Okay. But if you do choose to separate from something, okay, yes, you need to take the time to process and to heal from that. But this does bring in new opportunities, fresh energy, a new outlook on things, and this does bring in good luck and good fortune, right? And sometimes we do get to that point, especially at this time of year. This time of year is not necessarily bright and shiny for everybody, right? A lot of people do go through a lot of personal experiences at this time of year. Things are heightened at this time. What's not working in a situation really comes to the surface at this time of year. What works really comes to the surface. Everything is heightened. And yeah, sometimes we just don't want to go into the new year with a situation that we know is not going to be part of our future. So kind of a little bit tricky energy there, but you know what? I would be doing you a great disservice if I pulled different cards. So I address the cards no matter what they are, but I find a path forward for you. So we'll see what comes out in your tarot here. And we've got the 5 of Wands, the 8 of Cups. There's that walking away. There's that challenge, and there's that walking away. All right, and then we have the 9 of Coins. Wow. Could we say that any better? Okay, a difficult situation, something that represents a challenge, okay, maybe even something that brings in drama or a little bit of turmoil. The 8 of Cups walking away, what does that bring about? Independence, success, and good fortune. Just saying. All right, your advice from Spirit. We have the 6 of Swords, move forward. Blessings headed your way, the 2 of Swords. All right. The energy at the bottom of the deck, the underlying energy, is the Page of Swords. So this can be an underlying influence. This can be, something that hasn't quite materialized yet. This can also be a little bit of motivation, okay? Just something beneath the surface. The Page of Swords brings about an element of curiosity. A fresh new way of thinking, a new outlook on something, wanting something new. Okay, it does bring in a little bit of communication as well. The Page of Swords brings in the newness, the new energy. Okay, and trying something new, doing something that is both exciting and scary at the same time, a fresh new way of thinking. All of these things, okay, come in with the Page of Swords. Curious about options, curious about alternate opportunities, okay, all of those things. And so some of you are keeping your mind open, you're keeping your options open, right? And it's bringing in this infusement of all of this new. Let's see, where are we going to start? Let's start with blessings. And thank you. Blessings headed your way, the 2 of Swords. The ability to trust yourself, your intuition, and your inner wisdom to make the right decision for you. What is your decision? Stay or go? Make improvements where you are? Or is it time to part ways? Okay, a little bit of a crossroads energy with the 2 of Swords. But the 2 of Swords as your blessing, okay, sometimes the 2 of Swords comes in with some indecision. But as a blessing, you are going to make a very important decision. Okay, it could just be something that only affects your week ahead. Okay, but this could also be a life-changing moment for some of you that's coming in here. But you will do so by trusting yourself, by following your instincts, by doing what is right for you, okay? And by making the right choice for you, whatever that looks like for you. And sometimes the best blessing that we can have is the ability to get a sense of clarity, a sense of direction, and a sense of being able to make the right decision and the right choice, right? Because sometimes we waffle back and forth. Okay, so there's certainly some sort of decisions that are being made in the week ahead. Your advice from Spirit is the 6 of Swords. Okay, this is a movement card. It is one of moving forward. It can be one of leaving something behind to find something a little bit better. Because the 6 of Swords shows that something that has been challenging or difficult or has had some turmoil, okay, you have the ability here to make the right choice for you that brings in peaceful energy, brings you a sense of calm, brings you a sense of maybe even accomplishment to a certain degree. Okay, but it does bring in this peaceful energy. Now, the Six of Swords can quite often represent as a rite of passage. So maybe there's something that you are experiencing this week, or maybe something that's been brewing for a while that's been a rite of passage for you. Sometimes there's certain things in our lives that we have to experience. We have to experience loss. We have to experience heartbreak. We have to, experience hashing something out, or doing things a little bit differently, right? It's all part of life. And it's not always easy. But the Six of Swords shows as your advice from Spirit that no matter what path you choose, no matter where you're headed, that you are being divinely guided and protected at all times. So trust yourself, contact Spirit, your higher self, okay? And there is more peaceful times ahead, okay? For some of you, you're not necessarily walking away from anything. For some of you, you're just making a decision and you're sticking to it. Maybe there's a conversation, the Page of Swords, that you want to have, okay, or that needs to happen, okay, getting something out in the open maybe, all right, but there is this decision making here, and there is this peaceful energy with the Six of Swords. Five of Wands is how we start the week. Great. So the Five of Wands is a little bit of a challenge. Okay. It can just be that there's some sort of situation that you have going on around you, or maybe that you're involved in, that brings a little bit of drama into the mix here. Okay. And the Eight of Cups is you walking away from the drama. Okay. Maybe you're sidestepping a situation. There could be some family situation that's going on, and you're like, no way, man, I'm out of here. I am not getting involved. Okay, the Five of Wands can also represent some healthy competition as well. It's not always anything negative. Okay, think about competing for something, right? Maybe you're competing for someone's time. Maybe you're competing for someone's attention. Maybe you're competing for a new job, okay, a new relationship. Okay, there's something here that you is maybe even worth fighting for. Okay, and maybe that's what you're trying to make a decision for with the Two of Swords. Is there something in your life here that's worth fighting for? All right, can you make improvements? Can you get something out in the open? Can you hash something out? Okay, and can you make that improvement, or is it time to walk away because something's causing this little bit of turmoil here? Okay, but the Five of Wands can also very simply mean physical activity. So maybe you're making some personal changes in your life here, okay? The coming apart doesn't necessarily have to be any major life-changing event here. It can be you choosing a different path, choosing a different way of life, okay? Let's say, for example, you're making a New Year's resolution to eat better and lose weight. There you are, going to the gym. Okay, maybe the gym is boring for you, and maybe you need some other motivation. Okay, and you could be joining like a sports team or something, some team event. Okay, and that can maybe be part of keeping you on track with the Eight of Cups, right? You're leaving old patterns and behaviors behind, perhaps even a lifestyle that maybe you loved a little bit, right? And who doesn't like great food and all this kind of stuff and whatever, but things can quite quickly get out of hand. Okay, so it's like, it was fun while it lasted, but I need to make some change. All right. And, as much as I love pizza and beer, all right, maybe I need to have carrot sticks and soup for a while. Okay. So it can be something very simple as that for your week ahead. Dial it down a little bit sometimes for a weekly reading. Okay. But I can't ignore the fact that we do have New Year's right there. And there's a lot of people at a little bit of a crossroads, which is what that Two of Swords can certainly be. Okay, so for some of you, you're just making a lot of better life choices, okay, and you're, maybe getting some more physical activity out there as well. And so that Eight of Cups, there's something that you might be leaving behind in order to have a better sense of self, okay, a better sense of accomplishment, okay, maybe even a better lifestyle. All right, for some of you, the Eight of Cups is a little bit of glass half empty and glass half full, because you can look at it on a number of different ways. You can look at the Eight of Cups as, detaching from a situation that no longer serves you. these 8 cups here, they're empty. The well has run dry. For some people, this person walking away is walking away from a situation that has become very much a challenge, that it's no longer good for them. They've emotionally detached from this situation, and they're taking the steps that they need to follow their own personal goals and dreams. And the next card is the 9 of Cups. Sometimes when we do leave a situation behind, we stumble upon where we're meant to be. We get back on track. Okay, we find something a little bit better, not on purpose necessarily, sometimes by accident. And this person in the 8 of Cups, they don't know where those stairs are going. They don't know where they're walking towards. They just know that there might be something better than where they are right now. It's not necessarily a quest for something better, like the grass is greener on the other side. It's just knowing that wherever they are right now is not going to work out, right? It's too much turmoil. For others, we can look at the 8 of Cups as a situation where your current status of something has gotten to the point where something is about to level up. Something is about to change. There's some improvements. There's progress being made. So there's that glass half full, glass half empty. Is this person walking away from something into the unknown? Or is this person leveling up, right? This person walking up those stairs. So you could look at it either way. All right, depends on your situation. It depends on what decisions that you're making, okay? Some of you, this is just some personal life decisions. Some of you are hashing something out with someone or with a situation in your life. You're trying to make some change, make something a little bit better, and you may actually have the opportunity to do that. But whatever you're dealing with, whatever your situation, we do have the completion of a cycle here with the 9 of Coins, and we also have this element of success. Now we have also here the 9 of Coins. You know, we've got these white doves on this particular card, okay? And the traditional imagery is like a golden falcon or hawk or a bird of prey, and the symbology behind that is the ability to tame your anxieties, your worries, your fears, and to be confident in your ability to achieve what you want to achieve. Okay, it does bring in this element of success and enjoying the moment, enjoying where you're at. Okay, but it is an independent energy as well. So it does bring in also some abundance and that sense of accomplishment. So whatever you're dealing with, whatever your situation is, you're coming out on top. You're coming out okay. So are you leveling up, or are you walking away, or are you walking towards something? All right, this coming apart energy. Okay, sometimes let's say a relationship, sometimes you got to get all of your cards out on the table. You got to hash something out. Okay, you got to have the difficult conversations. Okay, it's part of growth in a relationship sometimes, right? So some of you are accomplishing a leveling up. Some of you are perfectly okay if you're leaving something behind. Okay, and because this does bring in that independent energy. But whatever your situation is, no matter how small, no matter how big, in the week ahead, you're making the right decisions that are for you. You're making change. You're moving forward. You're moving into kind of calmer seas, calmer times, finding those resolutions, okay? Doing things a little bit differently there, or being open to a conversation with that Page of Swords, and you are achieving something. You have this sense of accomplishment here, all right? And you're at the end of one cycle and you're moving forward, right? So you're enjoying yourself. So whatever that looks like for you, it's not a bad thing, okay? So let's leave that there, okay? Leave you on a high note there with that 9 of Coins. So let's get last pieces of messages, advice, wisdom from the angels here. Last messages, please, for Aries. What else do we need to know? Just the one, and one more message, please, for Aries. Thank you. And let's get the first one that came out, and we've got let go. Okay, repeating message loud and clear. For some of you, there is time to let something go. Okay, it could be very simply as finding a compromise with the 6 of Swords and letting go of an argument. Okay, having that fresh way of thinking, getting all your cards out on the table, finding a resolution, a peaceful resolution to an issue. For some of you, maybe you are actually really making a big life change here, letting something go, letting go of a dream, letting go of a person, letting go of a situation. Okay, and your angels are confirming that right here, that your right decision might be to let go. But again, the decision is yours, the Two of Swords. Trust your instincts, trust your intuition, follow your heart. You will make the right decision for you, whatever that happens to be. And we have abundance. Well, that's nice, considering we have the Nine of Coins coming in there, which represents success and abundance as well. Okay, so let the abundance flow to you. Okay, abundance means a lot of something. It can be anything from self-confidence to money, to love, you name it. Whatever it is, abundance is flowing to you, towards you, around you. Beautiful energy. I'm going to leave that there for you guys. I hope there was something in this reading that resonated with you. If there was, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I thank you so very much for watching. I hope you have a great week. I hope you have a happy new year. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.